6:47 a.m. The alarm just went off. You haven't even sat up yet, and you're already on your phone. First person on your feed, a college friend. Just bought a house. New chapter, so grateful. Be honest, are you thinking, congratulations, or quietly sighing at your rented apartment? Second person, an old colleague. Just started a company, new office, wooden desk, plants in the corner, building something meaningful. You tap the heart, then open a new tab and Google, how to start a startup with no idea. Third person, someone you followed for reasons you no longer remember. They're in Japan. Beautiful photo. Matcha latte. You look at your calendar. Monday, 9 a.m. meeting. You put the phone down. It's not even 7 o'clock, and you've already managed to feel like your life is missing 3 different things. Nobody made you do that. You did it yourself. Every morning. Before you drink water, before you even use the bathroom. I have a question for you. Not to answer correctly, to answer honestly. The career you're after, do you want it because you genuinely want it, or because the person you want to become already has it? The lifestyle you're building, whose life does it look like? The version of yourself you're trying to become, where did you first see them? LinkedIn? Instagram? Or your 10-year reunion? Watching a guy who never seemed that sharp in college pull up in something you couldn't quite look at directly. If everyone you knew suddenly disappeared from the planet, would you still want those things? Think about it. No rush. If that took longer than you expected, that's the answer you needed. There was an American psychologist named Leon Festinger. In 1954, before Instagram, before LinkedIn, before 10-year reunions that make people go home and immediately update their CVs, he sat down and wrote a theory. He called it social comparison theory. The short version, humans have no internal measuring stick for whether they're doing okay. So we borrow other people's measuring sticks, constantly, automatically, without noticing. Festinger called it upward social comparison, measuring yourself against people who seem to be doing better. Result, a feeling of lack. Not lack of anything specific, just lack. You know that feeling? You were fine. Nothing was wrong. You opened your phone, and suddenly your life is missing something you didn't even know existed 10 minutes ago. Festinger wrote that theory in 1954. Back then, people compared themselves to maybe 150 people. Neighbors, colleagues, family. Now, the algorithm filters 5 billion people and delivers to your feed the ones who are best at making you feel like you're not enough. Every morning, before coffee, before the bathroom. Festinger in 1954 probably didn't see that coming. But here's the part Festinger didn't write about, because he couldn't know. 70 years later, another Frenchman named René Girard would push the idea one step further. He said, "It's not just that we compare ourselves to others. We want what they want because we want to become them. Not their house, not their car, not their title, but the feeling we believe they have inside. Being loved, being seen, mattering." Girard called it mimetic desire, imitative desire. 1961. So, to summarize, 1954, Festinger discovers humans compare themselves to others and feel lack. 1961, Girard discovers humans don't just compare, They want to become the other person. 2025. The algorithm combines both and delivers it free to your phone every morning at 6:47. Nobody asked your opinion. You didn't sign any terms. You just opened your phone. And here's the funniest part. When people realize all this, the first reaction is usually, maybe I should delete Instagram. Then they post about deleting Instagram. On TikTok. Caption: I've awakened. I'm no longer chasing society. 27 people tap the heart. But there was someone who lived 2,600 years before Festinger, 2,600 years before Girard, 2,600 years before TikTok, who already knew all of this. And if he's watching from somewhere, I think he has one very specific expression on his face. Not surprise. The look of someone who wrote the answer 2,600 years ago and is watching us still trying to find the question. Imagine you could actually meet him, not read his book, not attend a lecture about him, but actually sit down, ask a question, and hear him answer. His name was Li Er. He lived in China around 600 BC. He was the royal librarian, meaning he had read more than anyone alive at the time. Later generations called him Lao Tzu, the old wise man. And if you sat down across from him and asked directly, Lao Tzu, why do I keep feeling like my life isn't enough? I have a job, I have friends, I have my health. But every morning I open my phone and there's this feeling I can't name. He wouldn't open a book, wouldn't pull out a whiteboard. He'd just ask very quietly, this morning when you woke up, what was the first thing you saw? You. Instagram feed. An old friend just bought a house. And after that, how did you feel about your own life? You. A little worse. He'd nod. No judgment, no surprise. You've just described exactly why your life feels like it's not enough. It's not that you're lacking, it's that you're measuring yourself with someone else's ruler. And that ruler, you can never win with it, because every day it gets a little longer. You hear that, you nod. Then you say what most people would say. Maybe I should delete Instagram. He looks at you, pauses for exactly 1 second. Yes, many people think that. They delete Instagram, then they post about deleting Instagram on TikTok. Caption, I've awakened. I no longer chase society. 27 people tap the heart. You go quiet. Do you see the problem? You're still defining yourself through your reaction to other people, just in the opposite direction. Running the other way is still running on the same road. He writes 4 words in the air. Vi, Xue, Ri, Yi. In pursuit of learning, every day something is gained. This is how most people live, adding comparisons, adding standards, adding versions of themselves they need to become, adding distance between who they are and who they think they should be. Every time you open your phone, you add. Every time you look at someone else, you add. You keep adding, but the feeling of enough never comes, because the ruler is growing faster than you are. Then he writes 4 more words. Vi Dao Ri Sun. In pursuit of the Tao, every day something is dropped. Not dropping possessions, not dropping ambition, not going to live in the woods, though I know you're thinking about it. Dropping what isn't yours. Goals you never actually chose. Standards you picked up from other people's feeds. Answers that sound right but aren't in your own voice. Drop until what remains is actually you. He pauses, looks at you. I have 2 more sentences, short ones. I don't like talking long. 2,600 years and people still haven't finished reading my book. I learned my lesson. 觉人觉智，直觉觉命. Chapter 33. Knowing others is wisdom. Knowing yourself is enlightenment. You spend enormous energy knowing what everyone else is doing, where they are, what they have, what they've accomplished. You know all of it. But if I ask what you want, you need longer to answer. 直子觉父. Chapter 44. The one who knows enough is truly wealthy. Not having less than others, but not needing others to tell you what enough means. That's the only wealth no one can take from you, not even the algorithm. He stands up, starts to leave, then stops, turns back one last time. One more thing. You're going to close this video and open your phone. I know, it's fine, you're human. Just next time you open it and see someone with something, ask one question before you scroll. Is what I'm about to want mine or theirs? That's it. No need to delete the app. No need to go live in the woods. No need to finish my book. Though I wouldn't mind if you did. Vi Dao Ri Sun. Every day, drop one question you didn't need to ask. Every day, drop one standard that wasn't yours. Slowly. He leaves, doesn't look back. I don't know where Lao Tzu is right now, but if he's watching from somewhere, I don't think he's sad or disappointed. I think he's sitting somewhere very quiet with a cup of tea, smiling the way someone smiles who already knows everything will be okay. It's just that the people he wrote for need a little more time to find what he put down 2,600 years ago. Vi Shui Ri Yi, Vi Dao Ri Sun. In pursuit of learning, every day something is gained. In pursuit of the Tao, every day something is dropped. Tomorrow morning when you open your phone, ask one question before you scroll. Is what I'm about to want actually mine? No need to answer right away. Just ask. Leave one sentence in the comments. Something you're chasing right now that you're not sure actually belongs to you. Just one sentence. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be true.